All right. So welcome to Neuro-Movement with PD Active. My name's Stephanie. There's a little bit of this sun glare that I will try to avoid as we get going. We today and every class, we're going to be exploring our movement on the floor. So make sure you have a big open floor space. It may be more, you may be moving sort of in a bigger area than just a traditional yoga mat. So I recommend if you do have two yoga mats, place them next to each other so that you have that space available to you. I don't want to confine you to this little rectangle. We want to be expressive and big in our movements, right? We're going to start with just a little bit of a body scan and a check-in in our bodies. That way we have a baseline of where our bodies are right now, how we're feeling, and then we will check in after class to see if there's been any changes. So go ahead and stand up. And I may or may not be in the full frame. It is bright today. So go ahead and just start standing. And if it helps you to close your eyes to do a body scan, I encourage that. If you lose your balance when you close your eyes, you can come over to a wall and just do, we call it a super finger, just one finger on the wall to help give you a little bit of grounding. So close your eyes if that feels right. Go ahead and take a couple breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Notice your weight distribution between your 2 feet, your right foot versus the left foot. Do you have a bias to one side? How does the carpet or the floor or the mat underneath your feet feel? Is it grippy, hot, cold? Do you have more awareness of the mat or ground under one foot than you do on the other? Maybe you have better sensation on one side than you do on the other. And that's okay. We're just collecting data points right now. Do you have more weight in the foot, the forefoot, the toes, the ball of the foot, or do you have your weight placed in your heels? Again, noticing. Sometimes it's helpful to categorize your weight shift. Do you bias your weight into one quadrant? Or do you like to visit all of them? You kind of sway in and out of that. Again, just noticing, collecting data points. Bend your knees a little bit, get some softness in the knee joints. This also creates a little bob motion in your body, vibration, starting to get some movement through the shoulders. If you want to start lifting your heels up, lift your heels up. And if you want to take that into a full hop, take that into a full hop. Let your arms be like a rag doll. Whichever version you're doing, let your arms be a rag doll. You do not have to jump, but you can. I do at least want some bounce in your body, some sort of bounce. Let me see the jiggle. Let me see it. Yeah. Good. We're going to go for about 5 more seconds, getting all of that fluid flow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Walk around the room. Try to walk on your normal stride, your normal pace. Notice how your feet, what am I trying to say? Notice how your feet articulate with the ground. Does your foot roll or does it sort of just slap all at once? What about your stride length? How big is your stride? What about the sound of your gait? Can you hear your steps? Is it pretty quiet? What about your arms? Do they swing naturally without you thinking? Or are they rigid next to your body? Okay, data points. Go ahead and bring yourself back to the center of your area. Great. From here, we're going to come into a squat. Set your booty back and reach your arms forward. As far as you can, reach those arms forward. Good. We're going to grab onto this imaginary thing and pull it behind us as you stand up. Okay, reaching forward, wide fingers, sit your booty back, grab onto something and pull it behind you. Good. Reach forward, stretch, 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 pull back. Good. Reach forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull back. 3 more. Reach. 2. And 1 more time. Reach and pull. Good. Nice job. From here, big, wide base. Wide base through your feet. Can you make sure that your toes are facing forward, please? Toes are forward. Good. We're going to lean into your left leg. See how far you can lean. Maybe some of you will come all the way as far as touching the ground. Good. We're going to bring your hands to your shoulders and stand all the way back up. Then reach your arms up overhead like goalposts. Bring your hands to your shoulders again and slide over into your right leg. Some of you may come as far as to touch the ground. Bring your hands to your shoulders when you stand up, and then arms up overhead like goalposts. Good. Shoulders and then drop. Touch your shoulders on the way up, and then goalposts. Good. Now, pick something in front of you, whether that's me or something pretty much eye level in front of you. Keep your gaze locked on that thing as you're moving right and left. We're bringing in your visual system and your vestibular system, your balance system into the exercise. Good. We're going to go for about 15 more seconds. If you want to start picking up your pace, those of you that have been coming for a while, you can pick up your pace. All the way up, down, up. Good. About 5 more seconds wherever you're at. 5, 4, that's it. 3, 2, last one, all the way up, circle the arms down. Tricky maneuver. We're going to pivot your feet so that they are now facing this direction. Okay, if you're having trouble balance here, grab onto something, use a chair, use the wall, lock your gaze in front of you so that you have something to stabilize your body. Lift your back heel, lower your back heel. Lift your back heel, lower your back heel. Priming your foot and your toes, your ankle, your calf muscle. Push and lower. Now we're going to bring our hands towards our chest. As you lift the heel, we're going to push the arms forward, grab onto something imaginary and pull back. Push and pull. Push and pull. The arms and the foot are working together. So you're pushing off the toes and pushing the arms and then reaching and pulling back. 2 more. Last one. Good. Nice job. Now, are you tricky? Can you pivot the feet forward and then pivot the feet the other way? Same idea. Lock your gaze. Lock your gaze. Heel lifts up. Heel drops down. Heel lifts up. Heel drops down. Once you got that, hands next to your chest. We're going to push everything forward. Pull everything back. Push everything forward. Push everything back. Good. The arms are optional. If you need your arms to hold on to something for balance, please do that. I want you to focus on the heel. That's the priority. That's number 1. And then the extra pushing through the arms, again, that's just extra, as I said. Good. We got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Nice work. Pivot forward. Hands on your hips. Can you pivot the toes to face one another? And then pivot the heels to face one another. And then the toes. And then the heels. Nice job. Reach your arms forward like a zombie. We're going to bring this one up and around. Rotate behind you. Stop with the arms in a T. You have one arm reaching forward and one arm reaching backwards. Yes? Okay. Eyes are going to go to the forward thumb. Eyes are going to go to the back thumb. Forward thumb, back thumb, forward thumb, back thumb. Again, warming up the visual system and your vestibular system so we're more connected in our nervous system, better movement. We got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Shake it out. Same thing, other side, arms forward like a zombie. Other arm's gonna reach up, wind it behind you. You're in big rotation now. Eyes go to forward thumb, eyes go to back thumb. Forward thumb, back thumb. Forward thumb, back thumb. Forward thumb, back thumb. You got 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. Shake it out. Nice job. All right, we're going to bring it down onto the floor next. Go ahead and bring it down to the mat. If you get there before the rest of the team, you're just going to lie on your back and let your knees fall right and left. Okay, so everyone's going to come to this position here. I'm going to make sure that everyone's ready. Again, if you want feedback in your movement, make sure your camera is facing you. I know there's like kind of this dilemma of being able to see me and being able to see you. So we can just find kind of something in between. Bill, give me a thumbs up if you're good. Okay. All right, so bending those knees up, feet flat on the ground. And let your knees go right and left. We're just sort of rolling out our low back. This always feels so good. All right, we're gonna have your arms out in a T again with your thumbs facing the ceiling. So you're giving, like everyone's giving me a thumbs up, but your pinkies are on the floor. Okay, let your knees fall over to the left and you're gonna take your eyes and look to your right thumb. Knees go right, take your eyes to the right thumb. Knees go left, take your eyes to the right thumb. So on and so forth. So your eyes are going opposite of your knees. Good. Nice. We're really coiling the entire system here. Let's go 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Nice job. Send your legs out really long on your mat. And let's bring your arms up so that they hug your ears. They hug your ears. Your biceps are hugging your ears, or your elbows are hugging your ears, and your elbows are straight. All right, so let's clarify to language. I think we talked about this in the past. So when I say arms up overhead, I'm saying overhead like next to your ears. And if I say arms to the ceiling, literally means arms to the ceiling. So those are 2 different things. So arms up overhead, arms next to your ears. Let's do that. Arms next to your ears and overhead, right? Because if you were standing, this would be overhead, yeah? Okay, great. So we're gonna go arms up overhead, point your toes, stretch your body as long as possible. Imagine someone's pulling on your toes and pulling on your fingers. They're like stretching you out. Yeah, stretch machine. We're gonna bring your right knee in towards your chest and grab a hold. Can you also bring your left knee into your chest and hold? So you have both knees in at the same time. Good. Curl your low back, press your low back into the ground. Right leg's gonna go up first. Then the left leg goes back out. Arms come up overhead. Let's see, do we understand what overhead is? Yes, nice. And stretch again, stretching machine. Fingertips and toes opposing from one another. We're gonna go right knee in towards your chest, hold it in. Left knee in towards your chest, hold it in. Right leg back out on the mat, left leg back out on the mat. Big stretch, legs are long, all the way on the ground. Straighten out those legs. There you go, arms up overhead. Aha. Okay, so basically we went from the biggest, longest stretch possible that we can make in our body to the smallest ball possible that we can make in our body. Go ahead and bring both knees in. Some of you will still enjoy doing one at a time if that feels better on your back, just doing one at a time. Otherwise, you can start bringing 2 at a time. Go ahead and stretch and pull. I'm not going to cue it for you every time. Everyone's going to work at a different pace. We're just going to do it for time. Reach and pull. Good. Start to stretch your abs and then contract them to bring your knees up. We're going to go for 4 more seconds, 3 more seconds, 2 and 1. Finish with yourself in a small ball. Hold. So your knees are into your chest. Draw your head up off the ground and look in between your thighs towards your heels. Do you see them? Nice. And then release your head back down to the mat. Chin draws in again. Look in towards your knees. Look past your knees and then release back down. So it's sort of like this little crunch, working the strength in our neck muscles. Here we go. Chin draws in. Look down towards your heels. Good. And release back. So if you're feeling this in your neck, good job. That's what we're doing. Neck abs. Here we go. Neck crunches. Pull up and return. Good. Neck abs. Draw in and return. One more time. Draw in and hold. Hold, hold. Roll over to the left. Fall onto your side. Relax your head. We're going to go back into that same position. So we're going to lift our head up. Push off the elbow, maybe even open up your knees to help you get back onto your back, and then rest your head back down. We're taking it in parts. Lift your head back up. Let's do the same side. Roll to the left, and then release your head back down. If you do not like the head thing, just keep your head down the whole time. Lift your head up, knees in, come to the center, release your head down. Good. Head lifts up, roll over to the side. Release the head down. Lift the head up, pull the knees to the center. Head goes down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to spin around so I can see. We do it. So we're going to lift the head up, roll to the right. Fall over to your right. Fall, fall, fall. Yes, nice. Release the head if you need it. Lift your head back up and pull back to the center. If you need little pit stops to drop your head, do it. Otherwise, we're going to keep the head up the whole time. And roll. Over and roll. Nice job. You can separate your knees to get yourself back center. Oh, use those abs. Nice job, Bill. Last one. Finish in the center. And release your head down. Nice job. Let's have you bring your feet flat on the ground here. They should be about hip width apart and relatively close to your bum. So your heels are sort of folded in towards your bum. Let's have your arms facing down by your side and the palms facing the ceiling so it keeps our chest and heart open. When you're ready here, press your hips up into your bridge. And then lower your hips back down. Okay, I've mentioned this in the past. When you are up in your bridge, you should be looking towards the ceiling or down towards your knees. Do not turn your head to look at me when you're up in your bridge. If you need to look at me, come down out of your bridge first. Okay, here we go. We press up and down, just super simple. Up and down bridges. I'm not going to change anything while we get some reps in. Pushing through your toes. Make sure your big toe is pushing down on the ground. Good job. We got 4 more. 1, 2, 3. So good for your hips. Last one. Beautiful. Nice job. We're going to bring your arms up overhead again. What does that mean? Overhead. Not towards the ceiling, overhead. Yeah, good. Nice quiz. All right, from here, keeping your arms up overhead, we're going to do that same bridge. How does that feel? How does that change things? Holding your bridge here, take your right hip and rock it down towards the ground, and then press it back to the center, and then lower everything down. So if you were just like, huh? Take a moment to watch me and then join in, okay? We're going to go up into your bridge. We take the other side, the left hip. We're going to go left hip this side, drop down, bring it back up, and then everything come back down. Okay, so some choreography. We press up. One hip rotates and drops down to the ground. We rotate the hips back level, and then everything comes down. Hips come up, go left hip down to the ground, up and down. Nice job. If you do not like your shoulders in this orientation, you can bring them back to your sides. No big deal. Hips come up, rotate the hip down, press it up, and then come through. It's a little bit of coordination. It's kind of like this movement sequencing. It gets your brain working. Good. I'm going to keep going a few more because I know some of you were watching for the first several. If those of you that did not stop to watch, you just get a few extra reps in, okay? Here we go. Build that endurance. Let's go 10 more seconds worth of whatever speed and whatever you're doing here. Here we go. 5 more seconds. And I'm going to level out with the left side so I'm equal and then bring it all the way down. Nice job. Send your legs out long on the mat again and bring your arms up overhead if they're not already. Yeah. We're going to take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Kick it. Cabaret girl or boy. And then bring the leg back down. Right leg up towards the ceiling and kick it. Cabaret. There you go. And then return it. You can bend your knee in first and then kick vertical. Or you can do what's called a straight leg raise. I have to move my reformer out of the way. Lifting the leg straight up. Okay. So you can bend and kick. That's what I'm going to do for now. But you can also do the straight leg raise. Bend and kick. Good. Squeezing your quad at the top. Get that leg all the way up. Squeeze your quad super strong. Knees are strong. Good. 2 more. Last one. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do some rolling drills. Left leg, let's kick your left leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to roll that left leg over the body and bring yourself into fully onto your right side. So you're going to lying on your right side at that point. There you go, Teresa. Nice. And then from there, you got to push off your bottom arm to get that leg to come back up and lay on your back. But we're going to try to keep those arms up overhead the whole time. Let's do the other side. Right leg comes up, cross the body. You're going to roll all the way onto your left side. See if you can get that leg to come up and over, just in the reverse. There's some hip and core work there. All right, we're going to work on that at your own speed. The leg comes up, we cross across the body. You roll all the way onto your side. Push down through your arm that's on the floor. You might have to lift your head up a little bit to get your abs going. Neck abs equals core abs. Okay. Work at your own pace, right and left. Some of you are still figuring it out, and that's okay. It's your first time. Push off and return. Let me watch a few. Should feel good twisting your body like that. There we go, Therese. That looks nice. Great job. One more. Alana, I can see your foot looking good. Good, big motion. Nice job. Adam, you too. All righty, bringing yourself back down to the mat. Flat. Okay, arms are going to be roughly overhead still or out in a T. We're going to bring your left foot so it's flat on the floor. And your left hand is going to go behind your head. So if I'm laying on the mat, it kind of looks like that. We're going to push off of your left foot and see if you can roll all the way over onto your right side. Your hip and your shoulder will come at the same time. And then nice and slow roll back. So this one takes a little bit more core and stability in your roll. We go up, push over and across. And then back down. The foot's going to stay planted. We'll stay planted the whole time on that left foot. Nothing changes in the lower body. You're just going to roll all the way over onto your right side and then back. Keep your foot planted. It's going to ask that you stretch out your hip flexors. This is a hip stretch right here on the top. Good. 4 more here. Up and over. Push off through the foot. Good. Push up off the foot. Bonus points if you keep your knee facing the ceiling, if you don't let your knee collapse. 2 more. And if you need a visual, I'm showing that. Last one. Good. Return. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we have the right knee bent and planted on the floor. Imagine someone drilled that foot in the ground. It's not going to lift up. Your right hand behind your head for a little bit of support. We push through the right leg and roll onto the right side. Bonus points if you can keep your head up a little bit too. So working that neck strength. And then bringing it back down nice and slow. Up and over across, push off the foot that's behind you. And then down. Push off. Good. So Therese, keep your right foot on the floor the whole time. Don't let it kick over. It's different from the last one we did. Yeah. If your big toe was nailed into the ground, what would that look like? You got to push from it. How many times do I say push in a single class, huh? 2 more. 1, someone's got to keep a tally next time. And 2. Good, nice job. Bring yourself all the way over onto your side. Doesn't matter which side it is. And bend your knees in. So you're in this fetal position. Now, if you can, make a pillow with that bottom arm. If that doesn't feel right for your shoulder, you can grab a real pillow. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, we're going to rock your hips forward and back. We've done this one. Letting your top knee slide forward and then your top knee slide back. That's the idea. Top knee slides forward, top knee slides back. You're trying to keep your knees stacked so the inseams of your pants, if you're wearing pants, are sort of just in the same track. Okay. This takes mobility in your spine, in your low back, and it also takes some mobility in your pelvis and your hips. So if this feels hard for you, just know that you're working on that right now. The bottom knee is going to stay down on the ground as well. So it's just this top leg sliding forward and back. Yeah. And they're closed. Not quite a clamshell. We're not in a clamshell mode yet. We're just sliding, shearing. Yeah, I know this one's hard. Takes a lot of mobility. Okay, we're going to take that into a little further. So the hip's going to go back. Let yourself unravel. Rotate your heart open towards the ceiling. And look towards your hand that just went behind you. Go ahead and bring yourself back forward. Stretch that free hand. We're going to go all the way forward. Stretch for something in front of you. The remote control is like just out of reach. Can you get a little further? Oh, can you reach it? And then bring the hip back, rotate open up your heart towards the ceiling, look behind you. Good. We're going to try to keep these knees together on the floor still. So don't let your knees go with you. Stretch forward and then roll back. There we go. Nice. That's better. And then bring it back in. 2 more, please. We go open and out. Last one. Open and out. Good. All right. I'm going to give you a suggested way to switch to the other side. Those of you that have been coming to class, you know how I roll with that. If that's just over your head today, I just want you to switch to the other side however you want to. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this pillow. We're going to push up. Hands or no hands. Switch the feet around. And then lay yourself down on the other side. Okay. Again, if that was over your head, just roll over to the other side. Okay. Make a pillow with your bottom arm. Nice, Therese. Good. Way to take the bait. All right. We're going to stretch the knee forward and back. Same thing as before.
I think Stephanie disappeared, but she probably will log on in a sec. When she comes back, we can tell her we've been doing crunches the whole time. Okay, sounds like she's logging back in.
Hi team, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, did we finish our pinwheels? We gotta do a couple more pinwheels. We'll record just in case. Oh, it's continuing to record. It looks like Adam, you probably just got the host. Okay, cool. All right. All right, so we're laying on our side. We're gonna do pinwheels. I don't know if you did them. They're always good. We can't get enough of them. So right here, we're laying on our side. Bring your arm back behind you, chest up towards the ceiling. Take your eyes behind you. Bring the arms forward. Lift up, circle around, rotate back behind you. Yeah, nice. Forward, as if you're reaching for that remote control that's just out of reach. And then open up, chest to the ceiling, arms go backwards, eyes go to your arms. Let's do 2 more of those. Big stretch forward. Lift up and over. Eyes go behind you. And one more time, big stretch forward, up and over. Eyes go behind you. Very nice. From here, we're going to push up off the floor. Someone count that? I said push. And then transition into your hands and knees. All right, so if you need extra padding under your knees, now's the time to grab it. And we're gonna have those toes tucked underneath you, hands out in front of you just a little bit. We'll shift the hips back to sit over your heels as maybe a stretch in your knees. Go as far as you can. You may feel stretch in your toes too. Kind of like a child's pose, but less restorative. We're gonna stay active. Push yourself over your wrists. Push yourself back over your heels. Push yourself over your wrists. So definitely using your lower body to help you get over your wrists, okay? Not just like, not pulling your body forward, but pushing off your toes. Good. Let's go 2 more of those. Nice. And then finish about in your neutral right here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders if they're a little bit further out now. Good. Cat cow, but make it slinky. We're going to start, tuck the tail first underneath you, and then push the ground away and drop your head. Keep yourself in your flexion. Let your tail go first and slowly wind yourself into the extension where you bring your eyes up. Okay, so it's slinky, super slinky. Tail first, and then feel the wave come through your body. And then tail first, and then draw your shoulders out of your ears. Therese, go a little slower here. We're gonna tuck your tail first, and then roll through the rest of your spine. So it doesn't come all at once. Release your tail first, and then slowly let it back out into extension. So you're really working the pelvis movement. Yeah, there you go. A little better, perfect. Go ahead and move through that a few more times. Explore the slinkiness. And if all you get is a tail tuck and a tail lift, I'm okay with that too. Focus on your pelvis moving, not your head. Good, one more time. Great. All right, we're gonna rock on a diagonal fashion. So hands out a little bit in front of you. Rock your hips to the back left corner. Rock forward into the front right corner. Back left, front right. Back left, front right. Good. Eye gaze is forward. You have your eyes on that big shiny object in front of you that you want to get. Good, good. We're going to go for 2 more. And last one. Switch your diagonals. We go back, right, forward, left. That stretches my adductors in a different way, huh? Back left, forward, right. Work on the diagonal, not the forward back. Really get the lateral movement going in there. That's it. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring your knees all the way together. And walk your knees in just a little bit as well. And we're going to sit off to the left-hand side of your feet. So working on that transition from quadruped to sit. If you can, bring your hands up. Maybe you need to post a little bit here, but generally your torso is upright. Okay, reverse it. The exercise is the in between the exercises. So we go forward, come back into your hands and knees. Yep, working on those transitions. There you go. Push off that bottom side knee. Hips are going to go off to the right side. Use your hands as much as you need to. Bring yourself into a general upright position here. Transition back onto hands and knees. Okay, we're going to work on that for a period of time. Some of you are moving a little quicker than I am, and that's okay. Go ahead and pick up your pace. If you feel like you can move faster than me, go ahead and pick up your pace, and or don't use your hands, right? Don't use your hands to push off. You're just going to come forward onto your hands, okay? So it'd be like no hands, sit back, no hands, come forward. Okay. Again, we're just going to work for a period of time on that skill. Side sit to hands and knees. Good. I hope you can see the importance of this, right? Coming down on the ground, getting yourself up off the floor, or working towards that. One more time, please, and then finish on your hands and knees again. Great. We're going to do your diagonal rocking, but we're going to start to take it to from a 4 points, like 4 limbs on the ground, to 3 limbs on the ground. There we go. I think everyone's set. So we're going to go back left corner. I'm sorry, this would be, yes, back right, left, forward right, and we're going to reach with the left hand. Bring it back in, sit back, same diagonal, forward right, and reach. Okay, this right hand may sort of slide back and then forward. Slide back. We're not doing anything with the legs. We're not doing anything with the legs. We're just sitting back and forward, the arms reaching. Sit back and then arm reach. Sit back and then arm reach. Getting used to putting weight just through one hand. That's what you got to do when you crawl. You got to put weight through one hand. Can you bear all of your weight through one hand? Last one. Good. Switch sides. Shift the weight back. Back right quadrant. Forward left. All of your weight will be in the left hand. Right arm reaches. Put the hand down if you need to sit back. Shift back forward. Left hand reaches. I'm sorry, right hand reaches. I'm backwards to you. All right, pick up your pace. If you do not need to use that right hand throughout the motion, don't use it. Just swing it like you're walking. I should call these like elephant trunk sways, huh? Reach. Good. Weight through that single-sided arm. We got 2 more. Last one. Perfect. And release. From here, we're going to come up onto your tip fingers. Come up onto your tip fingers. Shift your body back. Round your spine like a scary black cat. Reach your arms forward towards the other end of the mat. Can you lift them up? And then bring your hands back down. And maybe flatten out and reset. We're going to come up to the tip fingers. Shift back a little bit. Round your spine. See if you can bring the arms up. Bring it back and return. Now, I would like your body to still be horizontal to the floor. Horizontal to the floor. Just bring the arms up. Good. You're diving into the pool. You're streamlining in the pool. That's it, Teresa. Therese, nice job. Woo! It's a little scary, right? You're like, oh, I'm going to nosedive. Get your weight back a little bit more. It'll help you out. Yes, there you go. Okay, 2 more. And then this time we're going to pop vertical and then come up. How are our knees? Are we okay on the knees? We're going to shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Okay, zombie arms. This glare is not great. The sun changed a little bit. Zombie arms. I call this the Matrix move. If you remember the Matrix move when he's like back bending with all the bullets going back with him. So we lean back. You're going to put a stretch on your quads. Don't let your booty touch the heels and then bring yourself back forward. Oh, lean back. Booty comes back with you. It's not a back bend. It's a booty, like the whole body just leans. You're like stiff as a board and then leaning backwards. If it's miserable, you're probably doing it right. Everyone hates this exercise. Last 3. You're almost there. 3. Great stretch for your quads. Good. 2. Get those shoulders out of your ears. I don't actually mean a zombie. Last one. Okay, we're done with that one for today. Nice job. All right, use your hands on the floor or a chair or some object if you need to. We're gonna bring ourselves to a split kneel position. We're almost done. We're just gonna bring ourselves up to stand. Yeah. So you can use a coffee table, a chair, whatever. If you can stand up from here, and I don't need to explain anything, go ahead and just stand up. We're working our way up. If you're not using a chair, we're gonna push off your knee and your back foot and stand up. Just be mindful, take your time. Okay. Walk around the room. See how your body feels. How's your foot articulation? Are you rolling through your foot or is it coming down in one piece? How's your stride length? How's the sound of your walk? More quiet, more symmetrical? What about your arm swing? Do you naturally swing your arms or is it like, are you stiff? What about your gaze? Do you feel like you need to look at your feet or can you look forward? Coming back to the center of your mat and just stand. Just find a nice stance. Close your eyes if that feels right for you. Sometimes that helps get into your body a little bit more, tuning your senses into what you're feeling. Notice your stance here. Does it feel different or the same as when we started? Then maybe some notes on how it feels different or not. Notice where your weight shift is. Do you have more weight through the right foot or the left foot, or is it about equal? What about the forefoot or the heel? Maybe it's easy to say if there's a quadrant that you have a tendency to be in. Did that drift more center from the beginning? See some of you doing a little postural sway where you're sort of moving in and out of those quadrants. It's a good thing. That means you're taking forces, letting them pass through your body and then back out as opposed to holding tension and holding stagnation of energy. Give yourself a bounce, bending at your knees or in the feet or in a full jump. Notice if your body feels more ready and willing to accept the bounce and the jiggle. 5, 4, you can just do it from your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Big stretch north, open up the side body. And release. Nice job. I appreciate you sticking with me through that little intermission. Hopefully maybe give you a chance to get water because we talked about that last week. I'm going to turn off the recording. If you have questions or you want to share anything with the community, you can unmute yourself.